Hi everyone, welcome to another session of GCSE Maths. In this tutorial, we're going to look at the approximation, and this would be our part number 1. So let's look at the methodology. If we have to rounding numbers to the nearest tens, 100s or 1000. So first rule would be to approximate to the nearest 10. Look at the digit in the 10 columns. And then to approximate to the nearest 100, look at the digit in the 100 column. For nearest 1000, look at the digit in the thousands column. Okay. Then do the following. Draw a vertical line to the, draw a vertical line. This is the keyword. To the right of the place value digit that is required. And then we're going to look at the next digit. If it's 5 or more, increase the previous digit by 1. If it's 4 or less, keep the previous digit the same. Fill any spaces to the right of the line with zeros. Now, if we look at an example, here it says round 4853 to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000. So what we have to do is we have to look at the tens value. So here we go the unit place, and this is our tens value, which is 5. And then we have to draw a vertical line to the right of the value that is required. So here we go, vertical line. After that, we need to look at the next digit, which is 3. And if it's 5 or more, then we have to increase this number by 1. However, if it's less than 5, then we have to keep the number same. So here we go 3, which is less than 5, hence we're not going to increase. So we keep the number same, hence we go 4805. And as per the rule, we have to make the rest of the number as 0. So here we go 0. So 4853 to the nearest 10 is 4850. Now, second part of the question is we need to work out the nearest 100. So we go here, unit place, and then we go tens place, and then we go hundreds place. So here we go 8. So we go vertical line here. After that, we're going to look at the next digit, which is 5. So if it's 5 or more, then we're going to increase this number by 1. So hence we go 4, 9. And then we have to make rest of the numbers zeros. So hence we go 4900. Similarly, to the 1000, nearest 1000. So we go, this is the place value of 1000. We look at this number, which is 8, which is more than 5. Hence we increase this number by 1. Hence we go 5, and we make rest of the numbers 0. So hence we go 5000, which is the next nearest number of 4853. Moving on to the next section of this tutorial, which is rounding to decimal places. Here we go some rules. So rule number 1, look at the first digit after the decimal point if rounding to one decimal place, or the second digit for two decimal places. Rule number 2, draw a vertical line to the right of the place value digit that is required. Then rule number 3, look at the next digit. Rule number 4, if the next digit is 5 or more, we have to increase the previous digit by 1. And then rule number 5, if it's 4 or less, keep the previous digit the same. And then last rule, which is remove any numbers to the right of the line. So if we look at an example now, it says round 248.561 to one decimal place, then round it to two decimal places. So we need to work out one decimal place first, and then we need to work out two decimal places. Now 248.561 and then one decimal place, so we're going to look at this number and then we draw a vertical line right of the number, and then we look at the next digit, which is 6, which is more than 5. So what we have to do is we have to increase this 5 by 1 and we have to forget the rest of the numbers. Hence we go 248 point, so instead of 5 we'll have 6. So that's how we have to do rounding up to one decimal place. Similarly to the two decimal place, so we go 5 and 6. So we're looking at this decimal place. Now we go a vertical line here, and then next digit, which is 1, which is less than 5. Hence we're gonna keep the same number. Hence we go 248.56. Okay, so this is our third section of this tutorial, which is rounding to significant figures. And to do that we have to follow some rules. And first one, which is look at the first non-zero digit if rounding to one significant figure. Rule number 2, look at the digit after the first non-zero digit if rounding to two significant figures. Rule number 3, draw a vertical line after the place value digit that is required. Rule number 4, look at the next digit. And then rule number 5, if the next digit is 5 or more, increase the previous digit by 1. Rule number 6, if it's 4 or less, keep the previous digit the same. And the last rule, which is fill any spaces to the right of the line with zeros, stopping at the decimal point if there is one. Now if we look at an example, here it says 53,879 to one significant figure. Then we have to do two significant figures. So what we have to do is we have to look at the first non-zero figure. So question is one significant figure, so which is this number. Then we look at the next digit, which is 3, which is less than 5. And so we're gonna keep this number as it is, so we don't have to increase or decrease. Hence that would be 5, and then we're gonna make rest of the numbers as zeros. Hence our answer is 50,000, which is one significant figure of 53,879. Now two significant figures. So we're looking at these two figures, which is 53. So we draw a vertical line. Then we need to look at the next digit of the vertical line, which is 8, which is more than 5. Hence we need to increase the previous digit by 1. Hence we go 54 and then make rest of the number as zeros. So we go 54,000, which is our answer. Okay, so that's it for me for today. If you guys got any question, please feel free ask in the comment box, and please subscribe for next video. Thank you for watching.